that 40% of marketing investment is wasted? The major reason is because the right people don't have the right insights and the best practices at the right time. Marketing Evolution's Best Practices Engine sets out to solve that problem. The Best Practices Engine contains a robust repository of best practices. It is able to connect these best practices with the marketing timeline in your organization. By knowing which media are part of your marketing plan and the timeline of when each person needs to be working on different aspects of the plan, the Best Practices Engine is able to proactively push the right best practice to the right person at the right time. These relevant best practices are delivered automatically to your inbox and will contain a short, concise, actionable checklist of items that are relevant to you right now. Another way you can use the Best Practices Engine is to go and search the database of best practices. You can do that by milestone, media, or even keyword such as Facebook. The Best Practices Engine will then return a short, concise list of best practices and the evidence that backs up the best practice. You can then easily share that best practice with a simple click, and it will be emailed to your selected recipients. The Best Practices Engine contains hundreds and hundreds of best practices written based on empirical evidence, but it also supports you creating your own best practices with just a few simple steps. Here's how. Start by clicking on the Create New Best Practice button in the software. Next, enter in your best practice content in the fields. You can then attach the evidence that proves your points. As you continue, you will associate your best practice with specific media. That means that whenever that specific media is recommended in a media plan, your best practice will be mapped to that stage in the milestone where it's going to be most relevant to the individual person in the organization. Not only will your new best practice be available in the Marketing Evolution database of best practices, but it will automatically be pushed to the right person at the right time via email. Improve your marketing ROI the proven way with the Best Practices Engine from Marketing Evolution.